Hey, I'm Grayson. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I go to school at Harding University, which is in Ceci, Arkansas. I'm majoring in construction science with dreams of being a developer, and I'm from Ukraine.
We struggled to have kids to begin with, and we thought we were going to have our kids through adoption, and was, by the grace of God, able to have our daughter, and then quickly got pregnant with our middle son, and then thought, we still needed to honor what was put on our hearts by the Lord for adoption, and so we ended up doing the adoption through Ukraine.
It's really in the hands and the control of the Ministry of Adoption there, and very little time to make decisions. So there's certainly anxiety that comes with that. We were introduced to Grayson and were drawn to him. We were told that he might have some medical issues, and when we visited him, we saw that. And the biggest medical issue with him was the PFFD, or the shortened femur. In his case, he had the most severe level of that, where he had no femur. So it was a severe medical event.
We had next door neighbors, good friends of ours, whose brother-in-law was a prosthetist at Shriners. So we end up talking to Eric while we're in Ukraine, and he said, "Get me some pictures and I'll give them to the doctor."
I was actually driving into work one morning at our old hospital on Richmond Road and get this phone call and like, "Eric, we need to talk to you right now." And I was like, "Go ahead." And they told me the details, told me about Grayson's diagnosis, all the issues that they had been told about the hip and how he may not be able to walk well, things along those lines. So I just kind of provided information to the family about what I would do if it was my adoption. In a nutshell, I just basically said, "Do it. We're going to be fine. Whatever he needs, he'll get it," and then go from there.
So then we knew what it was, we knew what we were going to do, which kind of eased our mind, and then, went on ahead and proceeded with the adoption process. And everybody was overjoyed. We get home and, big, huge crew at the airport waiting to meet us, and you just see Grayson, and he just lunges at Hattie and Brody and is hugging him. And it's just the sweetest thing. It was just like he was meant to always be in our family.
So Grayson has proximal focal femoral deficiency, which is a process that can be very different in different children, and it can involve a lot of deformity or difference in the hip joint, as well as the knee and the length and the shape of the femur, as well as the entire leg. And so in his case, he has a lot of shortening. So he has a limb that's very short compared to the other side, and some of the muscles don't work quite as well. Sometimes it's hard for the family to hear that perhaps doing an operation where you take off part of the leg is the best option that allows them to be as functional and avoid long periods of hospitalization. It's not the right answer for everyone, but after a long discussion and putting our heads together and lots of soul searching, it ended up being the correct one.
We're so grateful for Shriners for the opportunity that they've given us. They have let Grayson have top-notch, incredible care. They've given him the best fitting prosthetic legs. They've been available anytime we've had any issues. They have enabled him to lead a full life and not one time think that he's wearing a prosthetic leg.
One of the things that inspires me most about Grayson is he doesn't skirt his challenges, he doesn't run away from them, he meets them head on. And when he meets them head on, he does it, I think, with a spirit, not just of determination, but really a spirit that is infectious to those around him. He invites you to join him in what he's doing. And to me, that is a great encouragement. he is a person who brings realness and authenticity and genuineness.
I love Harding. At our orientation, each group kind of went to a different organization to either help clean up for the year or something like that. And my group happened to go to this organization called Lamplight, which is situated in the kind of the warehouse of a laundromat, which is located in a trailer park community. We go into this community and we knock on a door and we're like, hey, we just want to hang out. And so we get to come in and give these kids just an hour of what a childhood should be. And it just puts in perspective of this is the world that we live in, and if for an hour we can make it better, shouldn't we do that?
Easily as a father, I'm most proud of his character and his heart. He really is the definition of a servant leader.
I am so proud of Grayson because he has not let his leg define him. People really love him and embrace him, and they see that true character of his.
When I think of the future, I get scared because of how awesome the present is. I just don't know how much better it can get.